Hey guys, and in today's video we're going to be looking at 5 different differential picks. These are all quite big punts, so I maybe not recommend put all of them in your teams. However, I think if we could get the right one and if you put one or two in that do work, they could be a massive help in the mini leagues. All of these differentials are quite risky. They all have below 5% ownership, and obviously the season's a long way away, but these players are the ones that have been overlooked and by the majority early days. Obviously all the hardcore players are already on the game, so we can kind of get a gist of what the kind of best players are choosing. So it's a great opportunity to look at the players that most people have kind of neglected. So let's get into the video. So the first differential I've got for you guys is Diego Jota. I spoke about him before in my first video. I said that he could be a great option this year. He's a midfielder now, 6.5 million. It's fair to say that he had a very poor season last season, I think, in the league. In the Europa League, it was a different story. He was a lot better. I think the long season for Wolves last year really held them back. I think they'll be more fresh this year with less football. And they play their best football with him and Traore either side of Jimenez. Hopefully we'll be able to see that a lot more this year, and hopefully he can start bagging some goals in the league. The second differential I've got for you guys is Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the Everton forward. With Ings and Jimenez going up to £8.5 million, he still sits at this 7 mark, which is a lot more appetising, a 1.5 difference between them two, and I think that the points between them three may not be too dissimilar this season. I don't think Ings will continue to be as prolific as last year, whereas I think Calvert-Lewin now with Everton finding a bit of form under Ancelotti, hopefully will be able to push for the top 6, and he is the talisman, him and Richarlison up front. He's the one that gets on the end of things, and I think that he's a great option for 7 million. I think he's a very low ownership, 4.8%, and for that price range he's definitely a great option. Now for number 3, Callum Hudson-Odoi, might be a bit more of a riskier punt due to the rotation of the Chelsea front line. I think if Pulisic is out for the first few games, he is carrying a knock, an injury. If he isn't recovered by the beginning of the season, Callum Hudson-Odoi is likely to start. Pedro looks like he's on his way out. Willian is moved to Arsenal, so realistically Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi are probably going to be the two starters on the wings. And for 6 million you're getting a Chelsea attacker. He didn't feature too much last year, only 53 points, which is disappointing, but 0.5 selected. If he does start, you all know what he can do. He's a great player, and the Chelsea attack could be devastating this year. So keep your eye out for Callum Hudson-Odoi for 6 mil. I think that is a worthy punt. It is definitely a worthy punt if Pulisic is out. Now the next player on the list is Jarrod Bowen. An interesting decision. I have him in my team at the moment. He's only selected by 1% of people. He joined West Ham in January last season. He's had his bedding time. He's looked very, very good. And if West Ham can strengthen, we all know what he can do. He's done it before at Hull. He gets lots and lots of goals and assists. So it's definitely a gamble. I don't think that it's certain that he'll set the world alight, but there is an off chance that he could be a great differential. So it depends on the fixtures as well. We'll see how it goes, but keep your eyes on Bowen. Keep your eyes on Bowen. And lastly, we have Tyrick Mitchell. I'm sure you've all heard of this guy. 4 million. The next one, Bissaka maybe. We will have to see. Will he start? We'll have to see. However, it looks very promising. He's 4 million. I don't think it's a risk really with this one. I think you just got to get him in, see how it goes. He's 1% owned as well. I'm sure that will rise when people find out about him, but get him in early doors. Palace are renowned for its solid defence, so if he can be a part of that, then you've got a great bargain on your hands. The next one, Bissaka. That's it for today's video. Please like, comment, tell me what you want me to do. Thank you very much.